Hey guys, welcome to Toribash Replay Challenge episode whatever with me, Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. For this week, we have the results to the Mountainside Replay Challenge. For those who didn't watch last week's, it was a challenge. It wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago. It was a challenge to climb a mountain with parkour, style, swag, and all other kinds of pointless words that make the replay sound cool. Let's get into it. Let's waste no more time. This is Work in Progress, Chilled Mountain by, there's a lot of punctuation there that doesn't need to be there, by Oshi A.E. Chilidon. So let's get into this. Not really in any particular order, although I did kind of leave the best one to last, but it's very, very close the best. So, and spoiler alert, it just is. But still, keep the tension high. Pretend like it's, you know, going to be something that we've never seen before. Anyway, yeah, this is the work in progress. This is, it's good. It's a shame it's a work in progress. I would have liked to have seen this one finish, but nonetheless, what's there is very, very good. Quite fluid. It's a shame he just kind of splats out there. Although, to be fair, as an end to a work in progress, that's pretty funny. So I think we'll allow that one just a little bit. My personal highlight is this little sort of trick here where he gets up onto the top. It looks, very, very fluid. The wall kick is really, really nice. Nice way of clearing that gap too. It's good. Again, I would really like to see this replay finish, maybe on Replay Showcase in the future. Other than that, it's a really, really cool replay though. It's a shame. As much as I like this mod, the camera is a pain in the ass. Trying to get a nice angle of what's actually going on can be kind of a problem, but such is the mod, I suppose. Not really a lot I can do about that. Anyway, let's move along. As I said, it's work in progress. Not really a lot I can add to it. This is hashtag Toribash Replay Chal.Mountainside by Sid the Epic. I guess he didn't want to put challenge in case the replay name was too long. Very smart. This guy took a rather unique approach to this. Instead of climbing up the mountain, he decided to climb down. I like that. It showed a lot of originality, and that foot swingy thing there was awesome, and we all know it was awesome. As you guys know, I really, really do like originality on this show, and this is a nice original way of taking what I said and turning it into a really unique replay. I actually really didn't think anybody would do this. It's a great way of getting down the mountain. Very, very cool. No one else thought of that. No other submission did that. Everyone else started at the bottom, which is great, but it's really, really nice to see something unique. And that foot sort of swing there is really, really, really nice. I'm really fond of that. I don't know. I liked it. It was nice. Just about fluid enough, quite quick as well. It's quite stylish way of getting down the mountain. Kind of punches the air there for no reason, apparently. And then a little bit of a hero pose there to finish it off. Hero pose. Yeah. It's awesome. It is. Oh, God. Frame it. Yeah, Toribash does that. Hang on. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, I can fix it. Got it. Play. There we go. For some reason, when I'm at max frames and I pause it, it kills the frame rate. Don't know what that is, that always happens. That's why, for those wondering, a little bit of trivia, if you've noticed at the start of the show, I'm always at 499 frames instead of 500. Yes, it's because if I pause it, the frame rate dies. So there's a little bit of trivia for you guys. I think you've earned that. Yeah, great replay, nice and unique, something I didn't actually expect to see with this. Some good manipulation of the camera too. I'm not sure what making Jeff Tory and making him invisible actually did, but you will notice that the camera actually focuses on Sid from the start. I didn't have to do anything. That's awesome. I really like that. I'd love to see more people doing parkour replays sort of adopt that strategy, even though I imagine probably a lot do. Very handy. I mean, look, the camera follows him. I'm not doing anything here. It follows him really great. So yeah, apparently if you, guess LP Tory and then opt Jeff 1, I don't know. There's probably a command and there's smarter people than I who are working on it. But yes, very, very, very cool. Anyway, moving along to our third replay for today, which is 3 Dog 2 Mountainside Free Run No Grab by 3 Dog 2. This is a no grab run. This is a parkour thing where he does not grab at all. Everything is done by clever manipulations of the joints, and even if I found out that he was grabbing, it still wouldn't take away from how awesome this replay is. It's very, very cool. I'm going to try and, there we go, focus the camera on 3 Dog here. I wish I could remember a 3 Dog quote from Fallout to scream into the mic, but I actually can't, so I failed on that front, guys. I'm sorry. Please shout at me and then quote 3 Dog in the comments. Don't quote T-Dog. That makes me sad. Quote 3 Dog in the comments. Also, great end. Love the sit, sort of creepy grin sitting on the mountain. Certainly achieved the challenge, did this guy, which was to get to the top of the mountain. Does it very stylishly, uses pretty much all the frames to his advantage. There's not really a lot of wasted time. 2 people in this use that bar to sort of kick off. It's a real nice trick that I actually really, really like. It looks Really good. And obviously the most impressive part is there are no grabs here. Everything is done by cleverly manipulating the joints and or using momentum to his advantage. Very nice. I'm not sure how he did it, especially that bit. I guess the bar might be a little bit magnetic, which we might have seen with the leg one earlier as well. I guess the bar does sort of magnetize the joints ever so slightly, because otherwise there's no way he would have been able to do that with any grabs. Very impressive. I'm pretty sure the first replay we ever saw on this, which was in Toribash Replay Showcase. No, it wasn't in Toribash Replay Showcase Live, because I didn't have the mod. It was one of the makeup replays for Toribash Replay Showcase Live. Got there in the end, and I'm pretty sure that was no grab too. So, I don't know, I quite like no grab parkour replays. They're a nice sort of like alternate genre of parkour replays. If I wanted to sound like a massive prick, that's how I could phrase it. Yeah, very, very cool. Again, kind of understands the challenge. It was, as it was. Great ending, wastes really no frames. Looks great, sounds great, I guess. It's a good replay. Anyway, moving along to our penultimate replay for today, which is Jack, You're Not Alone by Hordes. Now, this is fine. I like this. I like this replay. It's not fluid, but I guess the idea here, he was trying to climb the mountain in the same sort of vein that I did when I spotlighted this, although he does do it a little bit better than I do. And honestly, we have loads of fluid replays on this show. How about like a nice, slightly lower quality replay? Why not? Mix it up a little bit. Also, really nice to see somebody do what I did and get further than I did. I think he clears the gap eventually. See, this is what I like about parkour. This is what I discovered in that mod spotlight of Chilladon and Datskip's replay, is that parkour's really, really fun, even if you're not very good at it. As long as you have a loose understanding of the joints, you can get somewhere on a parkour map and feel kind of good about it, Like, if you're watching this and you're like, yeah, I'm not very good at Toribash, I'm not going to bother with parkour, just give it a try. I was surprised by how much fun parkour was. And that's why I like this replay so much, is because it's not the best, it's not very fluid, but he gets somewhere, he achieves something, and it makes a fun to watch replay, if not very smooth or whatever. So yeah, this replay represents parkour quite well, and that's why I had to put it in. It put a smile on my face, the name put a smile on my face, the fact that it's similar to how I did it put a smile on my face, and hopefully it put a smile on your face too. But without further ado, I present Jisei's entry to this challenge. Climb dead to that shit. Nearly had it. Nearly. That was nearly right. Climbed that shit. I don't know what climb is. Apparently he climbed. Yes, this is obviously great. It's a Jisei replay. They're all great. I'm not sure if he grabs. I can't see any of the bubbles, but I might be missing it. This might be another no grab one. This is obviously just fantastic. Yeah, there's nothing I could say that could make this replay better. Obviously, I think it's, only a little bit above some of the other replays we saw on this show. Like I said, it was a really close competition for first on this particular challenge. This produced some really good replays, and there were a lot of really good ones I had to reject, too, that were submitted, obviously, when you have 5 replays. Not quite enough to justify a 2-week thing, but almost, There were some really, really good replays, but I think this one just about pulls ahead, mainly because of the speed, and it's also fluid, He manages to keep the speed alive, does it in a very quick amount of time, and also skips most of the course in a very stylish way, while keeping it fluid, which is great. It's really, really nice to see that. The wall kicks are my, again, personal highlight, especially that first jump up there. It opens with kind of the same way, again, I did when I spotlighted this mod in the same way Hordes did just now, but turns it into something a lot more fluid, a lot more great, and just something really, really fantastic. And it's no surprise to anybody that Jisei's the last replay. It seems to be a common thing. It's either him or Datskip, or there's a couple of others who are typically my ultimate replay of the challenge. But yes, it's a great replay, and I shall let it play in the background. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack Morris from Mountainside Films. Please check back next week, where we'll either have a new challenge or an episode of Toribash Tips. It depends on whether I have a tip or a challenge. If you have any challenge ideas, it's not that I'm running low, but I would really, really like to see what you guys can come up with, because I'd rather do the challenges that you guys want to do as opposed to the challenges that I can think of. Please post them in the comments. We will take any suggestion up for consideration and probably end up using it, as long as it'll produce good replays. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I sincerely hope you have enjoyed. I've been Jack Morris from Mountainside Films. Bye, guys.